Hey, this is Rachel from the Life Facilitator, and I am sharing a monthly reflection DIY in my Passion Planner Daily. And I want to talk a little bit about why monthly reflections are so important. But let me start by saying that I love the monthly reflection in this Passion Planner Daily, but the way it's written is boring. Oops, sorry. Overwhelming. So boring and overwhelming at the same time. And, well, easy to ignore. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a cue from myself and knowing that I love things that are bright and colorful and fun and funky to look at. And so I'm going to create a similar reflection but make it cute. And so I'm much more likely to look at it and fill it out at the end of the month. So it does twofold for me. It reminds me to be thinking about these reflection questions. And I'm going to fill it out at the end of the month because it's so cute. So I'm starting with some paper from the Amy Tangerine pattern, nope, paper play booklet. It has all these fun papers that you can rip out, and the papers are so thin, so you can add them to bound books like this super easily, and they don't take up a bunch of bulk, which is great. And so as I'm doing this, I already feel a little bit more happy, and it just is giving me the happy vibes, adding these papers to the pages. And so I'll repeat this on the other page. And as I'm working, I just want to talk a little bit about reflection and why it is so important. Whether you're doing it on a daily basis, weekly basis, basis, whatever it is, reflection is so important to both understanding ourselves and understanding where we are and understanding where we're going and where we have been. So, as a executive function coach, I practice reflection with my clients every session I meet with them. It's that important. And for one, it helps us assess how we have been navigating a period of time. So maybe a stressful period of time, maybe a slow period of time, maybe a time that had a lot of projects, or reflection helps us see, okay, what's working, what's not working, and then what are some ways that we can adjust or pivot. And so as we learn how to reflect and the tools and skills we used and learned from it, it helps you think about all of these things. And so it can also be useful for identifying where your time and energy is going. And then also how to make sure that your time and energy is going toward the things you want it to, like maybe a goal that you have, or maybe um, a project that you're working on or haven't been working on because you haven't been putting time and energy into it. And so, make, and then of course, I'm always about making things fun and cute. So adding fun to a functional task like reflection, you're going to be much more likely to consistently do it. I mean, if you think about when we were young and how if something had a element of fun to it, you were much more likely to do it. And as adults, we are no different. We love fun. And so the other thing that is a sneaky little addition to making it cute like this is it makes it less serious. And y'all, we need less serious in our lives because when we take ourselves too seriously or our goals too seriously or the things that we want to accomplish too seriously, we actually end up um, creating judgment around how we're doing. And we want to be less judgy and have more joy in in our lives, right? So We are gathering information still in this format, but we're doing it in a joyful, fun way. And we are setting judgment aside because we are just gathering information, right? And so, um, this is also this format for all of you planner girlies and guys that um and everybody in between that have a bunch of stickers like this, these motivational stickers. This is a fantastic place to slap down a bunch of those stickers because you're congratulating yourself on things that you've gotten done. So these stickers are great for that. And so um the last thing I want to mention is how important just literally this act, this practice of creative play is, how important it is to our ability to problem solve, to think flexibly, and to initiate tasks like working on goals and reflection. And so I know sometimes it feels like, oh, I'm however many years old and I'm still playing with paper and stickers and markers and things. And you know what? You should be, because it's probably one of the best things you could be doing for yourself to help you feel um, joy and grounded. Um, and so don't let yourself talk you out of the fun things that help you do the functional things. And so as I continue working on these pages, um, leave a comment below on what are some of your um, practices around reflection. Do you reflect yearly, monthly, weekly, daily? How do you reflect? So I wanted to also mention what are the things I am reflecting on these pages. So the first one is in that black box. It said what was working. So what worked this particular month, and I keep that pretty broad because I want to be able to identify lots of things that are working. I don't want to limit the opportunities to pat myself on the back a little bit. And the next section is what were my accomplishments for the month. This is really important because I think we often, especially as women, tend to um, focus on the things we didn't get done or focus on the things we didn't do as opposed to the things we did do. And so accomplishments that section is very important to this page. And then on the other page, I will add lessons learned. This is a section for me to just gather information about either things I actually did learn or things I'm learning about myself that might help me in the next month. So, a good example would be something that I will be putting on my lessons learned for this month is that I need to work on my balance because after going to seeing a physical therapist, one of the things we realize is that my balance is not very good, and so and no judgment there. It's information, and so one of the things I will add to my sort of weekly to dos in the future and in this month will be working on my balance. So doing the exercises provided for my balance. So that's a good example. Um, and yeah, I could think of like lessons learned in previous months. Like, for example, back in November, I bought myself a Kindle, and I'm so glad I did because I'm much more likely to pick up a Kindle than a book if I have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. And when I'm leaving the house going to an appointment, so nice to have my little Kindle. So that's a lesson learned for me. Um, And yeah, so I'm finishing up the page. I'm adding little doodles here and there. You see me add these little quote boxes from the girls. One of them says, "Let's adjust," and the other one says, "Proud of you," because I am proud of me. So thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one. Leave any comments you have below, and I look forward to talking to you. Bye!